It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Cowboys and the Pats on Thursday night primetime.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. The Cowboys at 8-1 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Patriots now, an excellent field position to start things out.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Zeke going to get it on the option. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott.
They'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This defense for the Pats, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Parker again. Complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. A gain of 22.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll look to throw again.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And Gay knocks this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
Automatic 1st down.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire. All the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way. And he kept calling the plays that were working over and over. And they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it?
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Barnett came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On third down, here's Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 80-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On second down, Elliott once more. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Let's go. Let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Jones on third down. Open man is Bull. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Inside give to Elliott. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
And CeeDee, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He finds his man, complete. That's Webster.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Harris.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, Prescott.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
58 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Henry's got it out on the left side.
And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia. A big one for the Eagles, as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Good games in the late afternoon as well. We'll stay out east and highlight the matchup at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Giants. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And it's been the running game that's pushed them to this lead at halftime. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Got the connection here to Ward. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On the option, here's Elliott.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Ball start.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New England. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And some space here.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Dak's going to keep it.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Jones.
And that's complete downfield to Parker.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. A dump off to Elliott. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Harris starts the drive on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run again with Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 141 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
That's right, nigga. Play it to the whistle. That's right, dog. Give it some. Turn it up. What's the deal, dog? Get it on right now. Let's go, boy. Let's go, baby. Get him going, baby. He's supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. He's a little bit with me, baby. Let's be smart, man.
Prescott now from the 50. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll run. Here's Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Fourth down, Prescott. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and he slings one that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now out come the Patriots.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Jones.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you think on third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A 1st down throw for Prescott, and that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 13. Off the play fake. Jones airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up a another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down carry by Elliott.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
But I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
New England trying to get to place on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, And that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd in just about a few inches here. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And he's going to have the Patriots 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has now been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Jones now to throw on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for New England. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 22, Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Harris running straight ahead. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Prescott's throw pulled in by...
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They hand this off to Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now Jones and the Patriots down 28-21, 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the give, this is Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now all eyes on the Patriots. Trailing in this one now. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Now Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Dallas, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12.